Hello friends, today I'm going to narrate a story for you entitled Macbeth, written by William Shakespeare. This is the story about riddles, prophecies, supernatural elements, ghosts and witches, bloodshed, silverheads, ambition of power. This is the story of a tragic character named Macbeth, who is a brave soldier, an ambitious man with a tendency of self-doubt. He is skilled enough to rule a kingdom, but not well skilled enough to rule without being tyrant. He is an army general of Scotland, that is here ruled by King Duncan. Macbeth and Banquo, while returning from a war, comes across a trio of witches who makes 3 prophecies. First, Macbeth is going to be Thane of Cawdor, and that happens immediately. Second, he would be the King of Scotland. Third, Banquo though won't be a king himself, but will beget a line of Scottish kings. Macbeth writes a letter to Lady Macbeth about this event. She encourages her husband, and they both plan to murder King Duncan. So they invited King Duncan at their place, and there Macbeth stabs with a dagger and kills Duncan. Out of fear of being murdered, Duncan sends Malcolm and Dunalbin flees to England and Ireland respectively. Eventually, Macbeth, as per the prophecy, becomes the king. But unfortunately, he could not enjoy the throne. He is constantly scared of the third prophecy. So now he orders to kill Banquo along with his son Fleance. Unfortunately, Banquo got killed, but Fleance escapes. At that night there was a feast, but out of his guilt conscience, he could see Banquo's ghost in front of him. Frightened, he again runs to visit the witches. They again made 3 prophecies. First, Macbeth must be beware of a Scottish nobleman named Macduff. Second, he cannot be harmed by a man born out of a woman. Third, he will be safe until Birnam Wood comes to Dunsinane Castle. Macbeth now orders to kill Lady Macduff and her children, and for rest he was assured that every man is born of a woman and no forest could walk. Here, out of rage, grief and revenge for his family's execution, Macduff, along with Duncan's son Malcolm, invades Scotland. Meanwhile, Lady Macbeth, plagued with fits of sleepwalking and bemoaning her past guilt of murder, keeps on washing her hands that she believed to be blood-stained, and eventually she kills herself. You can see pessimism, grief, despair is all pervasive in Scotland. As the English army advances on Dunsinane, shielded with Birnam Woods, Macbeth could now clearly see Macduff in front of him, who now tells him that he was not of woman born, rather untimely arrived from his mother's womb, that we now call C-section birth. Realizing the prophecy coming to be true, Macbeth still keeps on fighting and eventually is beheaded by Macduff, and the throne of Scotland is restored to Malcolm. It is a tragedy of an ambitious man. Moral: a man has both good and evil, but he should not let his ambitions influenced by any evil that affects his morals and better thinking. I hope you like this story. If so, please like, share and subscribe for more such stories.